Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow Show. Just getting all these reviews out real quick because pretty much, it's well, a lot of people they don't really have the patience to fucking sit around for like 5 minutes, but whatever. The race this week was actually really emotional, and it raised up a lot of questions that really did kind of make me actually really want to fucking play Final Fantasy VII and fucking Dragon Quest VIII again. I swear, the way how these motherfuckers like how that they kept talking about it, I'm like, I really need to play Final Fantasy. I really need to play Dragon Quest. But either way, jumping back into the actual story though, is that for those of you out there who don't know, so Toru is going back in time 18 years. He's now 11 again, and pretty much he's looking for the killer. And also, he's trying to find the person who actually killed that girl. I believe her name was Hinazuki, the girl over there who wore the red coat and everything. And before we get into that, there is one big thing that I really have to praise this episode for, which I will be honest, it did actually kind of have me tearing up to the point where I actually almost cried. And it was the moment when he woke up, like when he first got home, when he left school, he got home and he fell asleep in his old home, and he looked up and he saw his mother again, alive, and he had that shine in his eye, and for some reason, it actually made me want to cry, because it was like, fuck, man. It's like watching your mother die, one of the most influential people in your life, aside from maybe your father as well, but I don't know what happened to Satoru's father. Maybe his father's dead, maybe he left, I don't know, but at this point in his life, the only person who he has is his mother, and he's been with him for all of his 29 years of life. So, of course, him seeing her again really did kind of resonate with me a lot, especially since I'm almost fucking 28. So of course, that shit did really resonate with me. But yeah, pretty much getting off of that though, the main crux of this episode is him and Hinazuki trying to become friends, even though he told his friends in which that I like Hinazuki, or at least I'm just watching out for Hinazuki. They all keep on saying like, you actually like her, huh? You have a crush on her. So pretty much one of his friends pretty much says, listen, he has a crush on you. And then of course, they go through this whole fucking thing of him saying, listen, I just want to be your friend. To which at first she does kind of brush him off. And he does kind of notice a few things about her, such as like that there's a bruise on her leg. But then because of that, at the end of this episode, it gets to that point where like he actually where was the last time he actually saw her alive. He actually goes over to her and he actually invites her to his birthday party. Of course, because he got five invitations. His 4 friends who he always hangs out with, who talks about video games and they lie about fucking levels, of course, fake ass gamers, of course. And he wants to invite Hinazuki, and he does, to the point where he's like, I really want to help her, because of course her mother, and also he does kind of discover a lot of things about her, which that she does want to run away. She wants to leave, and she doesn't like being around her mother because her mother is fucking abusive. I mean, when they do show you the fucking scene of that shit is fucking devastating to watch. But either way though, it's it does seem as though that Satoru is actually going to find the person who is doing these killings. I will be fair though, is that in terms of how things look right now, between the 2 guys in this story, is when they talked about the guy who flew airplanes with Satoru and his friends when they were little, to his homeroom teacher. His homeroom teacher looks a lot more like that guy who came out of Satoru's house, or at least suit wise and by the lower chin. They look very similar, but honestly it's a little bit too early to fucking say who it is. But either way though, from that, it also seems as though that they are trying to paint the airplane guy as also sort of part of it, because he does kind of have an ominous feel, or that there's somebody else doing it, who also carries an airplane. So that is something to sort of take into account. But either way, until then, that is what I got to say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.